To start now. I really want to thank you for joining, and I really hope you're doing well and the quarantine is treating you well. So, I am Mansi Gogia, president of Girl Up Femina, and I would like to welcome you all to the live session Calopsia. Calopsia, an illusion that makes things seem more beautiful than they really are, is one of the illusions that we'll be defying by initiating conversations that would be related to topics that deserve to be addressed. It's a heartfelt attempt that aims to evolve perceptions. So, the topic for today is real and real life, which basically focuses on the gender roles that are being stretched and muddled between reality and the real, so much so that it gives a rise to a media that's insensitive towards the society and towards the gradients of gender. So, talking about the guest of the hour, I would like to introduce her. They say a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches the heart. And well, we are very fortunate to have with us Dr. Itisha Nagar, a professor at the Delhi University, to have us all enlightened into things that we have never ever shed light on before. She's a hardcore feminist, wired to bring a new change in the society and armed with fresh thoughts that could very well be the key to set our hearts ablaze with determination. Her perceptions, being as beautiful as they are, take our breath away, and as she joins us for this session, we know that they might just take away yours too. So, without any further ado, I'm just gonna add.
Hi,
Hi, ma'am.
Mansi.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I really hope you're doing well.
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for the beautiful introduction also.
You most welcome. You deserve it, ma'am. And I really, really want to thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule and really doing this.
My pleasure, my pleasure. What all I know about Girl Up Femina, I think you're doing a really wonderful job.
Thank you
And
so
because
much,
I think at
ma'am.
your age, hardly anyone talked about feminism and women's issues, etc. Hardly. So I think you guys are catching them young. So
Yeah.
kudos to that.
Yes, ma'am. They are
Yeah.
like, full. There's a full group of people who really wants to work for this, so it's very overwhelming. So I'm going to start
Right.
with the questions.
Right.
So I would
Sure.
like to start by asking you for like a general introduction of the portrayal of women in the real and real life. Like I remember watching one of your interviews in which you mentioned that the 70s, 80s, and 90s movies have a very, didn't really portray women as a very significant role, and they were just used as props. So do you think that cinema has evolved from the male perception or the male gaze?
Okay, so you've picked up a really interesting thing that one needs to understand when we start talking about women and movie portrayals, etc., which is the male gaze. Now, for those out there who may not understand this term, what is male gaze? Male gaze basically means that the movies that you see, the picture that has been presented is from the perspective of a heterosexual male. So in these kind of movies, what happens is that the male character protagonist, the hero, plays the central role, and the women or any kind of presentation of any woman is supposed to kind of occupy a peripheral role or a marginal role, and they're only there to further the cause or character development of this hero, so to speak. And yes, why just 70s, 80s, and 90s? Almost, I think 80 to 90% of the media that is out there, whether they're TV shows, whether they're your online programs, or whether they're your Bollywood movies, or Tollywood movies, or even Hollywood movies for that matter, they do tend to leave women out. So, when you say women are used as a prop, so एक पुरानी मूवीज में बहुत ऑफन होता था कि जो मैंने शायद कहीं और भी बात करी कि जो मदर होती थी वो हलवा बना रही है लड़के के लिए, राजा बेटा के लिए, बहन राखी बांध रही है, एंड बीवी लंबी उम्र के लिए उसका व्रत रख रही है, या फिर बीवी किडनैप हो जाती है, गर्लफ्रेंड किडनैप हो जाती है, तो इस लड़के को हीरो बनने का मौका मिलता है.
Yeah,
तो
definitely.
आई या आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट दीज वुमेन्स लाइफ. मुझे मतलब मैं अपने आप को देखूं या अपने आसपास की जो औरतें देखती हूँ, So they're nothing like what is being presented in the media. uh, I don't know about their past. I don't know about their friends. I don't know about their careers. I don't know about their dreams. I don't even know if they like this guy or not. Beyond the fact that he's claiming that he's in love with her and अब हमें accept कर लेना चाहिए कि ये इससे प्यार करता है, ये भी करती है. I don't think in so many movies we've even heard the woman's voice enough to actually say that, hey, listen, even I love you.
Yeah,
That's kind of
definitely.
taken for granted. Yeah, so the women are just presented, especially if we talk about the female protagonists, let alone mothers, etc. But जो heroine होती है हर movie की, they are generally the object of heterosexual desire, male heterosexual desire. तो उसको खूबसूरत लगने के अलावा या ब्यूटीफुल लगने के अलावा उसका और कोई रोल नहीं होता है. So I think the best example that comes to my mind over here is of, let's say, very recent and very controversial movie for good reason, which was Kabir Singh. Now,
Yeah.
Kabir Singh में प्रीति का जो कैरेक्टर है, आई डोंट थिंक उसने आधी मूवी तक एक्चुअली अपना मुंह भी खोला है कि दो शब्द निकाले हों. One of my students actually commented कि मैम मुझे लगा आधी मूवी तक that she's actually mute character. Maybe she's playing a mute
Definitely,
character and she
yeah.
thought, oh wow, there's representation of the physically challenged or something like that. Because I mean, the kind of domination of this character that you see, she's almost in a very abusive relationship. आई डोंट, इनफैक्ट जब मूवी एंड होती है मेरा तो ये क्वेश्चन था कि लड़की की डॉक्टरी का क्या हुआ, मेडिकल का क्या हुआ, क्या वो डॉक्टर बनी फाइनली या नहीं बनी. तो आई मीन if you look at, let's say, for instance, Sanjana from Mehuna. So Sanjana's character, very tomboyish, like Zayed Khan, but Zayed Khan likes the Rakhi Sawant type of character, or very glossed up, mini skirt, heels पहनने वाली लड़कियां. Same thing happened with Kajol also
Yeah.
in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Yeah.
Right? So basically saying that nahi, tomboys are not desirable. Tomboys don't deserve to kind of be fallen in love with. So it's again nothing but male gaze. Male gaze का आप example देखो तो best शायद मुझे यही आता है मूवी से अगर हटके बताऊं तो Axe Effect के ads. If you see an Axe Effect, deodorant, these kind of advertisements, उसमें ये दिखाया जाता है कि लड़के ने मतलब लगाया परफ्यूम और डिओड्रेंट और एकदम से लड़की बाइक पे आके बैठ गई. सारी लड़कियां मतलब जैसे वो जैसे somehow he's become a magnet and
Yeah,
somehow he's just
definitely.
pulling because of his. And that is just so, that is nothing but the male gaze, nothing but male desire, nothing but using women as objects and props. So apart from the male gaze, there's also another thing over here which comes with the male gaze, which is, I feel, patriarchal gaze. Now, the women characters that are presented are completely in line with what patriarchy expects them to be. So if you look at, like, 90s used to be very famous for Suraj Barjatya movies. Now, Suraj Barjatya movie again considered to be quintessential Indian movies. हम साथ साथ हैं, हम आपके हैं कौन, आपका then I think ये विवाह भी था और इसी तरीके की movies. तो इसमें if you try to understand women's roles, again nothing. She has no agency. She's just supposed to be married to. She's a baby making machine. उसकी career का कुछ नहीं है. We don't have any idea, and that is considered to be very ideal. कि बहू बन के सुंदर लगो और आप बच्चे पैदा करो और बच्चों को देखो और घर का ध्यान रखो. Where there is nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying that there is no that is a patriarchal presentation of what women are expected to be.
Yeah.
Right? So if you see something like a Cocktail, Deepika Padukone's character, I think she was very impressive. She was very independent.
Yeah,
She was very
definitely.
kind, loving person, and she, you know, she controlled her sexuality. She was not, I didn't think that she was objectified, presented. She was very much in control of her own sexuality, but yet Saif Ali Khan, who actually dates all kind of women, wants to then end up marrying the salwar kurta pehne wali ladki. Again, I'm saying, I'm not trying to put down women who wear salwar kurta or anything. I'm just trying to comment about here how it is in very much in sync and in line with what patriarchy expects. Ki, acha, so you can have sex with women who drink or have multiple partners, but shaadi karne layak nahi hoti. This is the message that women see when they see these kind of movies. So even Sultan, for that matter, imagine this girl has been very focused in training for Olympics. She's shown that she's such a focused person. This person comes up and she says, no, I am completely focused on this one thing, that I want to win the gold medal for the country. And this guy, and she shirks him off, ki I'm only going to be interested in someone who's like me, jo pehlwan hoga. So this 30, I don't know how old Salman Khan is presented in that movie, but suddenly he starts learning and वो इतना अच्छा हो जाता है कि वो medal जीतने लग जाता है. And she gets pregnant, so instead of, so I don't think we've had abortions being shown at all in our movies. So instead of showing that, you know, because there is a moral judgment, अरे आप माँ बनने से कैसे इनकार कर सकते? So then उसको देवी बना दिया जाता है कि sacrificial देवी, कि मैं अपने husband की खुशी के लिए ये बच्चा करूंगी, and then there is nothing. So basically her dreams were nothing but on the periphery of this main character, which was Salman Khan. And वो हीरो बनता है, फिर वो मेडल जीत के लाता है, and she ends up just being relegated to the mother, घरेलू औरत, which was very anti what we were shown. So I feel very taken for a ride. कि you feel that you're shown a very strong woman character, and suddenly she settles down into again the patriarchal mold for women. So see, धड़कन, see हम दिल दे चुके सनम, where you will find that, you know, allow नहीं किया family ने शादी करने को, तो सलमान खान से बहुत प्यार करती थी उसमें, लेकिन so when even after getting married she's very adamant कि नहीं, and then this guy is shown to be holier than thou कि नहीं, मैं अपनी बीवी को उसके lover से मिलवाऊंगा. Very nice, very empowering thought. But in the end, to satisfy the very patriarchal society, she goes back to be the good wife and goes back to her husband. So it's not just the male gaze, but also the patriarchal gaze that our movies are overwhelmingly presenting.
Definitely. Even, you know, after a woman gives birth, she's expected to like leave her job and just be restricted to the
Right.
domestic space. So that's like really disturbing because the media doesn't really promote women working despite
Yeah.
marriage or, you know, giving birth, because it's just normal, because it's as much as a man's responsibility to look after the kids as
Right.
much as it's a woman's. So
Absolutely.
exactly,
Absolutely.
keeping that in mind, you know, all these celebrities who have become sensational and have a fan base from 4, 5 year old kids to, you know, youth and adults.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
should these
Hmm.
artists who portray characters on screen only be answerable to the efforts they put on their role, or should they be held accountable for the social implications that their character has?
Right. Right, right. I think this is a very important question that you've raised. And recently, ये जो debate था कि भाई I think the central crux of the debate is freedom of expression. So हम लोगों को ये पता है कि artist को आपको एक freedom देनी पड़ती है, आप उसको boundaries में बांध नहीं सकते. जैसे कि बोला जाता है जहां ना पहुंचा रवि वहां पहुंचा कवि. So imagination, creativity, freedom are very important elements to produce any kind of art, and movies are no exception to that. And I fully and completely agree with it. I am in full support of freedom of expression. And this is exactly the kind of explanation Kabir Singh's director, whoever, I don't remember his name now, gave. He, you know, and a lot of people who, not just the director, but a lot of people who defended Kabir Singh said that it's just a movie. And you cannot, and even, for instance, Akshay Kumar says that movies are just for entertainment, or Shahid Kapoor says that, okay, I'm only making something around those lines, making money, and you should not be so serious, and we should not be held accountable, or हमने society को change करने का ठेका नहीं ले रखा, is the message that they give. Now, my problem with this explanation is, or this kind of a thinking is, that कोई भी ऐसा इंसान नहीं है इस दुनिया में जिसको full freedom मिली हुई है. राइट, सो कोई ऐसी इंडस्ट्री नहीं है जिसके साथ फ्रीडम के साथ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी साथ में नहीं जुड़ती. इवन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया विल गिव यू फ्रीडम एंड योर ड्यूटीज दैट यू हैव टू फुलफिल. सो फ्रीडम इज नॉट एन काइंड ऑफ एन एब्सोल्यूट कॉन्सेप्ट जिसके नाम पे आप कुछ भी दिखाएंगे. जैसे कि इफ आई एम अ प्रोफेसर, देन आई एम वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द थिंग्स दैट आई एम सेइंग, इवन दो आई डू हैव फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच. सिमिलरली, अगर ऐसे तो फिर tomorrow I'm gonna be drunk driving in the name of my freedom and killing people. What people don't realize is that इसमें तो बोलेंगे नहीं नहीं ये आपकी फ्रीडम में नहीं आता है कि आप ड्रंक ड्राइविंग कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मूवीज एंड मूवी मेकर्स एंड एक्टर्स के पास फ्रीडम होता है कि वो जो मर्जी करे. बट you have to understand and connect the fact that dehumanizing violence against women that has been portrayed in your movies, that leaves an impact with the masses, because in general many people get inspired from movies, and this is the only place, especially where romance and sex is concerned and relationship with opposite sex are concerned. हमें हमारी कंट्री इतनी कंजर्वेटिव है कि माँ बाप अभी तक इस बारे में बात नहीं करते, और तो हमें जो इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है वो मीडिया से ही मिलती है. तो अब फॉर इंस्टेंस आपको मूवीज में आता है कि सिगरेट स्मोकिंग इज इंजूरियस टू हेल्थ. although I'm not in favor of disclaimers also, having said that, कि आपने ये कभी डिस्क्लेमर पढ़ा है कि इस मूवी में वायलेंस अगेंस्ट वुमेन दिखाया गया बट ये इलीगल है और इसको प्लीज ना करिए, प्लीज डू नॉट प्रैक्टिस दिस एट होम? No.
No.
And that shows your priority. You're more concerned, of course, about people dying from cancer than women dying in hands of men who may be inspired in one way or other from these movies. So that's my take on this matter. That कोई भी इंडस्ट्री फुल फ्रीडम, इतनी फ्रीडम नहीं है आपके पास कि आप फॉर इंस्टेंस अभी कैरी मिनाटी का, आई डोंट नो इफ आई एम प्रोनाउंसिंग दिस गाइज नेम राइट आल्सो, I haven't followed him or anything, but I did read up a little bit on the controversy, etc. So आप फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच और फ्रीडम ऑफ आर्टिस्ट के नाम पे आप ट्रांसफोबिक, होमोफोबिक, मिसोजिनिस्टिक कंटेंट निकालना चाह रहे हैं, तो आई एम सॉरी, you will be held responsible for the deaths that there are many kids. For example, recently एक लड़की who was bullied by her own family, she committed suicide in Goa and she was bisexual. So you are encouraging, आप रोल मॉडल हैं, आपको देख के लोग इंस्पायर होते हैं, you are teaching them that, you are giving them freedom to be transphobic next time around when they meet a trans person. And so while I understand that it's an entertainment industry, it's a money making industry, it's a profit making industry, but still you will be held accountable for your actions, and you should be.
Exactly. In fact, freedom of speech, it comes with something that's known as, it doesn't hurt the other community, the sentiments of other communities.
Right.
And when people
Absolutely.
really use it to their advantage and completely dismiss the feelings of somebody else, it really, is problematic.
It's not just dismissing of, it's not just dismissing of feeling, and that's the whole point. We are not, so a lot of people say, आपकी generation तो बहुत sensitive है. No, it's not just. It is violation of fundamental human rights कि आप एक औरत के ऊपर हाथ उठाना दिखा रहे हैं, तो इतना वायलेंस वैसे ही सोसाइटी में है, और उसको आप दिखा रहे हैं कि वो हीरो है, उसको भी आप नेगेटिव लाइट में नहीं दिखा रहे, उसको आप रोमांस दिखा रहे हैं. हीरो नॉट जस्ट इवन नॉट कंडेमिंग, चलो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको कोई ऐसे बिल्कुल ही पॉजिटिव चीजें, आप हर चीज तरीके की चीजें आर्ट में आती हैं, लेकिन यू आर पेडेस्टलाइजिंग एंड रोमांटिसाइजिंग वायलेंस, स्टॉकिंग, सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट एंड कॉलिंग इट रोमांस. जो छोटी लड़की उसको देख रही है, उसके दिमाग से नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन हर बॉयफ्रेंड इज पोजेसिव विद हर, और नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन समवन इज वायलेंट विद हर, she will see that as love, because that's what movies are also showing, and that is extremely problematic. Stan.
Yeah, exactly. Even these days, the standards that have been set for women are so less that they settle for literally anything
Right.
that, they receive, and it really hurts me and saddens me to see that state. And all these celebrities have such a big responsibility on their hands, because obviously they're influencing like a vast target audience. And obviously we also learn in psychology that we learn through modeling, we learn through observing people. So media plays a very important role in that. So keeping this in mind, like, has the real life become a role model to the real life and caused people to treat women so abysmally?
Absolutely. There are no two ways about it. Like I was already mentioning, कि बहुत लोगों के पास ये जो मूवीज में दिखाया जाता है, वही एक एवेन्यू होता है सीखने का, कि प्यार कैसे करते हैं, इश्क कैसे करते हैं, रोमांस कैसे करते हैं. जैसे शाहरुख खान कर रहा है, जैसे कबीर सिंह कर रहा है, जैसे सलमान खान करता है, रियल लाइफ में भी और रियल लाइफ में सलमान खान का तो दोनों जगह प्रॉब्लमैटिक, डिस्गस्टिंग, रिवोल्टिंग सीन दैट इज शोन कि प्रीति तुम अपनी चुन्नी ठीक करो, एंड प्रीति फटाफट अपनी चुन्नी ठीक करती. मुझे बहुत ही ज्यादा अनोइंग लगा कि ये कहाँ, दिस इज क्रेजी, दिस इज कंट्रोलिंग as anything. So this then of course objectification in the name of item numbers. Item of course literally means a thing, and पहले भी दिखाया जाता था of course कि so you'll have someone, मंदाकिनी शायद waterfall के नीचे for instance नहा रही है, या फिर रवीना टंडन येलो साड़ी में है, तो इस तरीके से आपको पहले भी दिखाया जाता था. लेकिन लेट 90s and early 2000 में you started having this concept of item numbers, which is only there in the movie to get men inside the cinema halls, nothing else. उसका स्टोरी से कोई लेना देना नहीं है,
उसका किसी भी चीज से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. So you'll have a very skimpily clad woman who is going to be presented as so much in control of her sexuality, but she's actually nothing but objectified. So you'll have her bosoms being shown, you'll have her thighs being shown, you'll have her navel being shown, you'll basically be subject. You'll be bringing the woman's bodies down to their parts. एंड उसके ऊपर आपके लिरिक्स आते हैं, चिकनी चमेली, बीड़ी जलाई ले जिगर से, यूल हैव कद्दू कटेगा सब में बटेगा, झंडू बाम हुई मैं. यू आर इक्वेटिंग विमेन विद ऑब्जेक्ट्स. एंड if you see itne there's so much of influence of these songs. छोटे छोटे बच्चे लड़कियां इस पे डांस कर रही होंगी with the same guy, thrusting moves and those very जो 6 साल की बच्ची को मतलब बहुत, and then parents will be pretty happy looking out and will be very proud, oh मेरी लड़की कितना अच्छा डांस कर रही है. What is happening with the 7-8-year-old girl is that she's internalizing her own objectification. So which is again very problematic. For instance, you have rape scenes in movies. I don't think I've seen many movies that have dealt with the topic of sexual assault or rape in a very sensitive manner. Especially if you see 80s and 90s used to be full of every third, जैसे हर आइटम नंबर आता है आजकल की मूवी में, वहां पे हर थर्ड मूवी में, फोर्थ मूवी में आपके एक रेप सीन होता था, जिसका कोई एजेंडा नहीं है, बट इट इज अगेन to kind of a scene in place for sexual release for men. या फिर स्टोरी लाइन में ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होता है कि हीरो अब इस लड़की के रेप का बदला लेगा. उस लड़की का कोई नाम नहीं, उस लड़की की कोई पहचान नहीं, उसका लाइफ उसके अगेंस्ट असॉल्ट किया गया है. अब वो अगेन मेल गेज, बिकॉज मेल सेंट्रल है, हीरो है, तो उसके कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट के लिए उसमें हेल्प होगी. सो इस तरीके से you'll have even violence against women being so yeah, another thing about rape scenes. Now if you see that recent mein TikTok rape videos or something, enactment of rape scenes and all went viral on TikTok. I happened to see one of them which went viral, and I was very outraged. It was really sick. And this is the influence of media. YouTube पे भी अगर आप देखो, you'll have rape scene, rape of this woman and all, and you'll have those 2 minutes, 3 minutes जो movie में दिखाया गया out there for men to see. And again, so do you think that that's not affecting how they relate to women in real life? Are these movies actually teaching them the harm or the kind of trauma that a woman goes through when she's raped? Not at all. Not at all. Similarly, violence अगर देखा जाए, वायलेंस के लिए तो शायद मेरे को बेस्ट एग्जांपल आज की डेट में कबीर सिंह ही दिखता है. सो दिस मैन, अगर आप टॉप टू बॉटम में, इफ आई ट्राई टू पिक अप सर्टेन इंस्टेंसेस, right in the initial scene, he has a knife in his hand and he's asking a woman to undress. Okay. Another scene में वो नर्स को तंग करने को, इरिटेट करने को मजाक में, so called मजाक में दिखाया गया that he's undressing. Then he's running after his house help. ऐसी उसको उससे गुस्सा है या क्या है दिखाया जा रहा है, and she's very scared and she's running away. Again लोग हंस रहे हैं इसको देख के. And of course that scene where he hits Preeti, slaps her.
Yeah.
तो अगर आप legally देखो, तो this is attempted rape, this is molestation, this is attempted assault, and this is assault. So you have a man जिसके against अगर वो real life में होता और अगर हमारा system काम करता, तो 4 केस लगे होते इसके अगेंस्ट. लेकिन women are coming up and saying मेरे को तो बॉयफ्रेंड अब कबीर सिंह जैसा ही चाहिए, लड़के आ रहे हैं कि हमें तो कबीर सिंह बनना है. And that is the influence, and that is the social responsibility that we are talking of. Freedom. I'm not against presenting a movie, a character that is flawed. I'm not against कि नहीं आपको तो क्या कहते हैं एकदम एक perfect character दिखाना है आपको, because I'm not against realistic. So a lot of people say again rape is there in the movies because हमें realistic cinema दिखाना है. And then some feminists had said that भाई फिर आप diarrhea भी दिखाओ. Diarrhea is also very realistic. That happens to all of us. So why just rapes and violent scenes that are shown in such graphic manner that can be very disturbing. So and अब आपको लगता है again the question comes in कि नहीं ये तो movies है, ये movie में जो होता है real life में ऐसा नहीं होता. नहीं, ऐसा ही होता है. There are so many women who are, domestic violence is so common, assault against women is so very common in our society. मतलब my own house help for that matter, husband पी के आता है और पीटता है. Is that not what how Kabir Singh is about? Also, an alcoholic person who needs therapy, and anyone who actually likes this movie, I feel also needs therapy. लेकिन उसको आपने हीरो बना दिया उठा के.
Exactly.
गांव में जैसे गांव में एक औरत ने बोला था कि मेरा आदमी मुझ पे हाथ नहीं उठाएगा तो और कौन उठाएगा. दिस इज रियल, दिस इज सम रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल, एंड अगेन दिस इज नॉट समथिंग दैट इज लिमिटेड टू योर low socio-economic status or backward communities or villages in our country. पॉश घरों में आपके काफी हाई फाई फैमिलीज में, अपर क्लास फैमिलीज में भी वायलेंस होता है. पीने के बाद, बिना पीने के बाद, जो भी है जैसे भी है, बट होता है वायलेंस. अगेन व्हाट वुड वुमेन से, नहीं नहीं वैसे तो बहुत प्यार करते हैं, कभी कभार थोड़ा बहुत हो जाता है एंड गुस्से में ज्यादा हो जाता है. And young girls also falling prey to that. So many young girls feel that no, they feel pressurized to have sex. They don't understand the concept of consent with their boyfriends. But just because they don't want to displease the person, or for that glorification of toxic masculinity, oh, he was so jealous, it's so cute, he beat up this other guy because he liked me. It's not cute. This person has problem. He's not a mentally healthy person, and this is not toxically masculine person. Is not what someone's role model should be about in a relationship. But unfortunately, this is exactly how our movies portray. Not to mention the way LGBT community is shown in movies in Bollywood. Nothing but, at least up thoda better hua hai,
Yeah.
with something like Kapoor and Sons, which I found to be beautiful. देन दैट मूवी, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा.
यार.
कुछ अच्छी मूवीज आई है, जरूर बिल्कुल आई हैं, लेकिन पहले तो सिर्फ गे होना एक मतलब एक कॉमेडी, मॉकरी और कॉमिक रिलीफ के लिए होता था. दोस्ताना अगर आप देख लो, या फिर कांता बेन इन योर का होना, सॉरी कल होना. राइट 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 राइट. या
So definitely, like, you said that point that it's okay to put out flawed characters, but glorifying them is
Right.
not correct. So we have movies
Right.
like Mardani, Razi, which show women in the
Yeah.
lead. And then there are movies like Kabir
Yeah.
Singh, where fans have justified toxic relationships and male dominance,
Yeah.
with the
Right.
the fact that वो तो सच्चा प्यार है. So what do you think about the mindset? And like there's this pseudo feminism का concept that जब movies display something completely contrasting to the gender sensitivity issue, and very sophisticated way, they still manage to pull this stunt called we are just celebrating women, we are just celebrating their sexuality. So like what do you want to say about that?
Okay. First thing, just wanted to put it out there. When you say Mardani is celebrating women, it's not. पहले आप टाइटल ही देख लो उसका. So if you want to empower women, why would you call that movie to be Mardani? पहली बात तो. Now coming to this other question that you've talked about, कि pseudo feminism. Now many people have kind of pointed it out that in the name of feminism you have women. I don't exactly know क्या, क्योंकि I think that is one form of feminism. So for instance, let's say if you're talking about showing women who are drinking or smoking or having multiple sex partners or in promiscuous relationship or in quotes promiscuous or in polyamorous relationships, and लोग कहते हैं तो, like for instance, Four More Shots got a lot of flack कि ये feminism नहीं. I disagree with that. I think that is one form of feminism, which is your upper class feminism. Urban upper class presentation of women. I did not have so much problem with Four More Shots. Just the fact that this is only related, this is not what all feminism is about.
Yeah.
I have a problem because, so for instance, लोग कहते हैं अच्छा आजकल तो लड़कियां गालियां देती है और दारू पीती है और सिगरेट फूकती हैं, तो ये तो फेमिनिज्म हो गया है आपका. For that, I like to say, as long as the women are doing this out of their own accord, as long as they understand the consequence of their action, this moral preaching, and then using feminism as a tag कि आप तो feminist नहीं अगर आप ये करें, this moral preaching is a problem. दूसरी बात है, which is something that one of my favorite feminists, Kamala Bhasin, had said once in a talk that she had, कि if I smoke today as a feminist, I'm not doing that because feminists do that. I'm doing that because Kamala Bhasin will do that. कैंसर इज नॉट सेक्सिस्ट. कैंसर होगा तो आदमी को भी होगा और औरत को भी होगा, और उससे फेमिनिज्म का कोई लेना देना नहीं है. the idea, as long as, so there is a very subtle difference between sexualization and objectification. So, sexualization, the difference is I am in control, my agency. So for example, Dirty Picture. So Vidya Balan's character, for some people, may appear very objectified. But I didn't find it so. There may be problems with the movie, sure, but she's shown as in control of her sexuality as a character, her character, right? Even though she might be wearing very skimpy clothes or whatever. Now, that is the subtle difference. Your agency, woman's agency vis-a-vis woman just being presented like table and a chair and an object. हम जैसे चाहते, उसमें कुछ अपनी feelings है ही नहीं. So you could have a Dirty Picture that could be, could be celebrating the sexuality of women, and then you could have a Kareena Kapoor dancing on, let's say, Tandoori Murgi hu mujhe gatka le alcohol se, with those kind of lyrics in the name of I am empowered, I am sexualized. But no, so there is a very subtle difference. Some people, so इसमें लोग I think people really confuse a lot. लोग confuse करते हैं कि objectified होता है तो उसको बोलते हैं नहीं ये तो sexual empowerment है औरत का, और जहां पे sexual empowerment होता है या फिर दिखाया जाता है तो बोलते हैं ये तो क्या हमारे समाज के, ये थोड़ा फेमिनिज्म है, फेमिनिज्म तो बहुत गलत गलत औरतों को सिखाता रहता है, आप हमारी औरतों को बिगाड़ रहे हैं, ये मूवीज आजकल की लेडी ओरिएंटेड मूवीज हैं ये तो बहुत ज्यादा. So this is the tag that Lipstick Under My Burqa got by censor board, lady oriented. Have you ever seen any movie being termed as, oh, this is too male oriented? No, because male by definition is the norm. And female is not the norm. So yeah.
Definitely. And also talking about all the gender roles and everything, we should also focus on mental health and how important it is. So recently, movies like Dear Zindagi have finally started normalizing therapy. But in the past and even now, if a person says that, I'm seeing a shrink or I want therapy, or ever, sends out a signal that he needs help or she needs help, people often judge them or call them crazy and attention seekers, and they all, most of the times compare their own suffering with others. They tell them that, no, your suffering is not as equally, painful as mine. So how important do you think it is for movies to normalize therapy?
Right. See, I think Hollywood movies have a long history of presenting mental disorders in a realistic, sensitive manner. So there are many Hollywood movies that I have seen that I really like, whether they've shown therapy or whether they've shown just a general portrayal of what depression is. Or, for instance, one of the best ones I always give example of, I think everyone may have seen that movie, is A Beautiful Mind. John Nash's story of schizophrenia. Then recently, वो तो थोड़ी पुरानी हो जाएगी शायद आपके generation के लिए, but recent जो आया था कि Silver Linings Playbook. So they showed these two characters with bipolar disorder, and I thought that was also done very well. There's an old movie that shows autism very well, which is Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise. And therapy, I'm sure there are many good Hollywood movies with therapy, but एक जो मुझे बहुत बढ़िया लगती है वो है आपका this Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon and Robin Williams. And that shows therapy, the process of therapy and norm. So अभी जैसे कि अगर आप बोलो मैं काउंसलिंग के लिए जाती हूँ, थेरेपी के लिए जाती हूँ, तो nobody knows what the process is. वहां पे जाके जादू टोना होता है, वहां पे जाके आप पे झाड़ फूक होता है, वहां पे जाके आपसे बात करते हैं, या वहां पे जाके so many people don't understand so there's a lot of mystery around and stigma along with mystery around the process of therapy. And media, movies can actually play an important role in demystifying counseling and therapy and normalizing it. अगर शाहरुख खान साइकाइट्रिस्ट होगा तो मेरे को भी साइकाइट्रिस्ट के पास जाने का बहुत मन करेगा.
Definitely.
So हमारे अगर हम अपना बॉलीवुड मूवीज देखें कि जिसमें मेंटल इलनेसेस या तो दिखाए गए हैं या थेरेपी दिखाई गई, डियर जिंदगी तो ऑफ कोर्स काफी लेटेस्ट है. कुछ बहुत अच्छे रहे हैं, शायद 15 Park Avenue, maybe you've seen that, maybe you've not seen that. It had Konkona Sen Sharma playing the character of a woman with schizophrenia, and you see that very sensitively how certain incidents, molestation or sexual assault, kind of triggered her schizophrenia. They've handled that beautifully. Then there was Tare Zameen Par, of course. Everyone remembers Tare
Yeah.
Zameen Par because it started, everyone understood that some kids can have learning disability and that is why they're not performing well in school. This was the hidden suffering of so many children, which was brought to light by this wonderful movie made by Amir Khan. But और क्या है आपके इवन लेटेस्ट में अगर आप देखें छिछोरे so it's not the best of
Mm.
movies or anything but at least it talked about the
Suicide and
pressure
pressure.
that student suicides and academic pressure again which is something that needs to be talked about and presented so Dear Zindagi, well, I will not say that it is very accurate with how therapy works,
Works, yeah.
but it comes close. I would say that we can do better than that, but it's done a pretty good depiction. So yeah, I would want to see more movies that show the process of therapy, that show the process of counseling, that portray mental illnesses in a more sensitive fashion than what we have currently. There's much more scope for that.
Yeah, mental illnesses come with such a stigma, especially in conservative countries like India, because obviously, whatever is deviant from the, normalcy wala term is often treated as abnormal. So I think
Yeah,
times are changing and people are becoming more accepting towards therapy. So definitely it's going to change pretty soon. So, moving on to the
I hope
next
so.
question, I want to ask you about some of your favorite movies which don't endorse
Hmm.
pseudo-feminism or objectification, basically promotes a
Hmm.
sensible media viewership.
Right. So, um, hmm. We are moving. So we have. Okay, let me say this that we've had movies from the male gaze always. एंड उसमें से कहीं ना कहीं कुछ थोड़ी बहुत ऐसी मूवीज आ जाती थी जो कि जिसमें विमेन आर शोन इन अ वेरी एम्पावरिंग रोल फॉर इंस्टेंस बहुत साल पहले 10 साल पहले ऑलमोस्ट आई थी चक दे इंडिया
Yeah.
and everyone thought that that was a very it dealt with the issues faced by अरे if you remember that dialogue कि ये लड़कियां चड्डी पहन के
Hmm.
कहाँ घूमती फिरेंगी कहाँ खेलती फिरेंगी तो दैट इसी तरीके से आपने अगर देखा हो रिसेंटली मूवीज जैसे दंगल हो गया आपका आपका डियर जिंदगी ऑफ कोर्स अगेन जिसमें सेंट्रल स्ट्रॉन्ग विमेन कैरेक्टर्स दिखाया गया है और so, but it's in movies Pink, of course, Pink again. This miss, it started a conversation around consent, very
Consent, yeah.
important again. Yeah, but the problem with this kind of a movie is at the end of the day, it again conforms to the patriarchal expectation. The savior is the male. कि अमिताभ बच्चन आपका लॉयर है शाहरुख खान आपका कोच है शाहरुख खान आपका साइकाइट्रिस्ट है so women are allowed to be empowered as long as they have a male savior as long as they have someone who so they're sharing the empowerment of the male and that is why we'll probably accept it so it does touch upon certain issues I wouldn't write these movies off as of yet but they are not what I would call to be my favorite feminist movies so some of the movies that I have liked of course जो मैंने अभी recent में देखा है which is Thappad.
Yeah, that's a
I thought
beautiful
Thappad
movie.
was beautifully written. Oh, it was beautifully written. It was very impactful, especially that line that this is it. This is all that I'm going to fight against. नहीं मार सकता है. एक भी नहीं मार सकता है. It so many men, women ended up saying नहीं ज्यादा हो गया. शायद ये अभी की डेट में जो लोग ज्यादा हो गया कह रहे हैं इस मूवी के इम्पैक्ट से इस तरह की मूवी के इम्पैक्ट से दो चार साल 10 साल बाद बोलेंगे नहीं शी इज राइट एंड पीपल विल women will imbibe that नहीं मार सकता is such a powerful statement that Preeti from Kabir Singh needs to learn no
Definitely.
means no yeah so Thappad I really enjoyed then Razi I really liked because there is so much of Razi I like for more than one reason. Of course, the portrayal of a strong woman character who, very simple girl, rising to the occasion, spy, the kind of, and it's based, and what is best is that it's based on a real life story of a Kashmiri girl. I mean, of course, there is so much of, you can say, negative sentiments some people may have in our society today towards Kashmiris. And I keep thinking about this woman who recently passed away, after which she allowed that her story can come
Yeah.
out. Uh, that movie can be made on this story, etc. और मुझे लगता है कि ये कश्मीरी लड़की का patriotism and the father's patriotism also, that she's an Indian first and then she's my daughter later, and how she served the country. It needs to be remembered for not just the woman, of course, woman's central main character, but also presentation of Kashmiri population, the way they have been presented. I also like this movie, Secret Superstar.
Yeah.
So it was again a very. So what happens is, initially I wasn't watching it because I knew it was about domestic violence and I wanted to keep myself away from it. But the thing about Thappad and Secret Superstar is they picked up some very dark topics that people, जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि हम तो अपना दिमाग छोड़ के जाते हैं और हम मूवी देखने जाते हैं, हमें दिमाग नहीं लगाना. तो हमारी शायद इंडिया में इतना प्रॉब्लम्स हैं ऑलरेडी, पॉवर्टी है, गरीबी है, वायलेंस है, कम्युनल प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. तो हम लोग जब मूवी देखते हैं हमें ये सब नहीं देखना, हमें सोचना नहीं है, हमें माइंडलेस कॉमेडी देखनी है जिसे दिमाग में लगाना पड़े. तो जब आप इतने सीरियस टॉपिक को इस ऑडियंस के साथ जस्टिफाई कर सको और प्रेजेंट कर सको, आई थिंक यू हैव दैट्स वेरी हार्ड थिंग टू डू. सो Piku again shows women it shows women as it's okay for someone to say that I'm unmarried and I don't wish to get married. So हमारे यहाँ क्या होता है, 25 से पहले आप सिंगल होते, 25 के बाद आप सडनली अनमैरिड हो जाते हैं. अरे उनकी लड़की तो अनमैरिड is such an abuse. But she shows that she's complete and she will choose a partner not out of compulsion कि मुझे शादी करनी है. She chose the partner, which of course beautifully played by Irfan, out on her own terms and conditions, and that relationship was so beautiful. Then of course there is Badhai Ho. Then I've already mentioned एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. Again they picked up very interesting different concepts and presented them. But one movie that I would like to really share in the end, which शायद ये सब तो मैंने आप लोगों ने देखी होंगी, maybe आपने ये चीज ये नहीं देखी हो, maybe your generation may not have seen this, the movie called Door. Have you heard about it? Door?
No.
Door is directed by Nagesh Kuknur.
Okay.
It's available on YouTube for free, so you can watch it. It's been uploaded on YouTube. And it's a story of these two women, one played by Gulpanag, Zeenat, and another Meera played by Aisha Takia. And both these women's husband used to work in Middle East together. And because of an accident, Meera's husband passes away, dies, and Zeenat's husband is blamed for it. And वहां पे उसको अरेस्ट किया जाता है, and he's gonna be sentenced to death. उस कंट्री में ऐसा है, लेकिन आप माफीनामा अगर फैमिली से माफीनामा लगा सकते हो तो उसकी लाइफ स्पेयर हो जाएगी. Now Zeenat is a very independent, determined, strong character woman. She wants to save her husband's life. She goes and meets Meera, who lives in this village in Rajasthan. And suddenly this chirpy Meera, colorful. So you see how India is so beautiful because of the so many colors. We have red, yellow, green, orange, especially आप Rajasthani dresses में अगर देखो. So there's just so much of color over there in general. So, and her life is turned upside down because you see how she becomes the social pariah. Why? Because she's the widow now. So she has to wear monotonous kapde, bina rang ke, no makeup, nothing, have no desires. Literally live a life ki bhai ab to aapki zindagi khatam hai because your husband has died. So you see her transformation from this chirpy young girl to a widow. And Zeenat comes into her life and they become friends and their relationship is shown. I mean, I'm going on and on about it because it's a beautiful movie. And so एक scene है शायद उसमें, I'll just quickly take to share that. So they're in the desert and they start dancing on this song Kajrare Kajrare Kare Kare Naina. And उसमें you see this girl who you see how Aisha Takia's character, who's now a widow, so she's dancing on it, she's enjoying, and so is Zeenat. And the friendship, and you don't see too many movies with women's friendship in it,
Yeah.
right? So what it shows, what it presents is that आपको बाहर से आपको society control कर सकती है कि ऐसे कपड़े पहनो, ऐसे मत बोलो, वैसे मत जाओ, ये मत करो, especially the way women are generally. But अंदर से spirit आपकी नहीं मरती है. And that's what I could see, that this is the same girl there. She's just hidden and quietened herself to suit. So Then of course Queen hai, and then you have Angrezi. What was that? English English.
English
So
language.
they're also very beautiful movies, which I think everyone should see.
Yes, Sam, you shared like, really great movies, and we are definitely gonna share it with everyone on our page. So now we would take up some questions from the people who are there on the live right
Right.
now.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So just a second.
Yes, Joel has beautiful songs as well. I agree. Ye Hausla by Shafqat Amanat Ali is beautiful.
So this is the question. Do you think
Do you
Shiv
think she will? Yeah. How do you get these questions, first of all?
there's this
Okay,
question
maybe.
mark down in the bar.
Acha,
So
Q&A.
yeah, you
Okay.
click on that
Okay.
and you get those tags. So do you think chivalry
Right.
undermines feminist ideologies? If not, how should media distinguish between them?
Right. So chivalry is something that we generally theoretically call benevolent sexism. Okay, अगर example, so there are two kinds of sexism that have been studied by this particular author. Hostile sexism, लड़कियां लड़कों के बराबर नहीं है, लड़कियां उतनी strong नहीं है, लड़कियों में उतना दिमाग नहीं है, लड़कियां मैथ्स में अच्छी नहीं है. This is hostile
Hmm.
sexism. Benevolent sexism होता है कि तुम क्यों कर रही हो, मैं कर देता हूँ तुम्हारे लिए. तुम्हें ड्राइविंग करने की क्या जरूरत है, मैं ड्राइवर है, तुम्हारे पास गाड़ी है, मैं इसे कर देता हूँ तुम्हारे लिए. और so this is benevolent sex. Benevolent मतलब ऊपर से लगता है कि प्यार है, अच्छा है, काइंडनेस
Flirt
है,
yeah.
yeah, or maybe flirting also for that matter. लेकिन अंदर से it is again coming from um, something that so for instance हमारे यहाँ जैसे माताओं को हम पूजते हैं, लेकिन फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड भी हमारे यहाँ ही है. तो ये शिवलरी से थोड़ा हट गई हूँ मैं, बेनेवोलेंट सेक्सिज्म पे आ गई हूँ कॉन्सेप्ट कि जो औरत आपको माँ की तरह लगती है, आपकी बहन की तरह लगती है, हम बोलते हैं आपकी माँ बहन नहीं है क्या, आप ऐसे किससे कैसे बात कर रहे हैं. So the whole what you're saying is that benevolent sexism will be kind to you and nice to you as long as you adhere to patriarchy, as long as you adhere to the woman's role. And अगर आप नहीं करोगे तो then they will sanction violence against you to keep you in your place. Now chivalry movies में कैसे दिखाई जाती है, लड़का पे कर रहा है, लड़का चेयर खींच रहा है, लड़का दरवाजा खोल रहा है, लड़का आपको ठंड लग रही है तो हमेशा लड़कियों को ही ठंड लगती है, लड़कों को तो ठंड नहीं लगती है, जैकेट दे रहा है. तो इस तरीके से दिखाया जाता है ये. But I think we can move away from, but romance is not just this. I don't think हमारे ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस इतना रिच और वेरिड है कि रोमांस सिर्फ एक सेक्सिस्ट तरीके से दिखाना ही हमारे पास अपना ऑप्शन नहीं बच जाता है. तो media should distinguish between them. By that, I don't think that media can come up with a PowerPoint presentation talking about hostile sexism, benevolent sexism. But what I said is that there are many other ways of like अब आपने ये देखा कि ये लड़की कुछ भी करके अपने हस्बैंड की जान बचाना चाह रही है. तो ये एक so rather than skipping going to the chivalrous, लड़का बचा रहा है लड़की को, again comes from chivalry. कि लड़की बचा नहीं सकती अपने आप को. ये तो कब से चलता आ रहा है, बसंती इन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाच, बसंती को उठा के ले जाते हैं और औरत को उठा के ले जाते हैं. तो हेल्पलेस वुमन, डैम्सल इन डिस्ट्रेस एंड द हीरो सेवियर. तो yeah, this is again part of chivalry.
That's a beautiful take, ma'am. So,
Oh, and she happens to be sexy Basanti. Sorry, I didn't see that.
yeah, so this
Yeah.
is the next question.
Sure.
Do you think upcoming generation and newer age films are a sign of hope?
Yes. I do. I wouldn't say we have reached the pinnacle of how good movies can be. By good, I mean only in context of the sensitive feminist portrayal of women. But बहुत होप है. अभी जैसे हमने कुछ कुछ जो मूवीज याद करी, women authors and writers and directors and editors, lyricists are now increasingly coming in. पहले क्या था कि आदमी लिख रहे हैं women का experience, the women characters are written by men, directed by men, पैसे लगाने वाले उसमें आदमी हैं, तो पूरी इंडस्ट्री आदमियों के ऊपर बेस्ड थी. How can a man write about a woman's experience एंड वैसे ही लिखेगा, फिर वो मेल गेज के थ्रू ही लिखेगा. तो अब आपको जैसे कि इंग्लिश विंग्लिश गौरी शिंदे, डियर जिंदगी गौरी शिंदे, you have Lipstick Under My Burqa, which was by Alankita Srivastav. You have
Razi by Meghna
Razi
Gulzar.
by Meghna Gulzar. Meghna Gulzar ने और भी बहुत beautiful movies बनाई हैं इससे पहले भी. तो women are coming in and writing characters, तो इसीलिए movies भी अलग अलग तरीके की आ रही है. Queen में भी, even though it was directed by Vikas Sehgal, one of the writers was a woman. So you have now, so Thappad, for example, is again one of the writers woman, but it is directed by a male person, a man. So female gaze coming from women themselves who are now writers and directors. उसके बाद males adopting the female gaze and trying to understand and move away from their, at least making an attempt to move away from the masculine perspective, and that is a sign of hope. But you'll always have someone like Farah Khan. Just because you're a woman does not mean you'll always incorporate the woman's perspective. You could have someone like Farah Khan who's pandering to the masses just like any other director does.
Yeah. Definitely. So the next question is, okay, we don't often have female superheroes being on the forefront. Is that a part of benevolent sexism?
Yeah, of course. I'll tell you something that happened very recently, that someone had made a cartoon, or you can say a comic something animation on coronavirus and all the superheroes. So coronavirus has made the villain, and there were all these superheroes. उसमें Batman, Spider-Man, Avengers के सारे लोग थे. तो इस तरीके से किसी ने अपना video, and which I've seen online, very cutely made, very nicely made, where they're all fighting with coronavirus. But मेरे को उसको देख के एक thought आया that studies are saying that 65% of healthcare workers are women. Nursing is majorly women, right? Many doctors are also women. तो आपके फ्रंट केयर वॉरियर्स जो हैं वो वुमन है. लेकिन जब ऐसे कोई मूवी वीडियो आती है तो उसमें लगता है कि एक ही वंडर वुमन है हमारे पास, एक, या आई डोंट नो, एक आधी कोई और होगी शायद सुपर हीरो. तो बियॉन्ड वंडर वुमन, बियॉन्ड कैप्टन मार्वल, देयर आर नो फीमेल सुपर हीरो. So I thought that was a misrepresentation. There are so many women fighting on the forefront with coronavirus, but presentation in people's consciousness and psyche is male superheroes, right? And that is that is why representation is so very important. So there was this very beautiful photograph that was there when Wonder Woman had come out. So this actress was signing this young girl's like an autograph or something. Oh, but she ro rahi thi because she was so overwhelmed that she's in front of a superhero. And this is the power of representation. कि for that young girl, जब मैं किसी मूवी को देखती हूँ तो मेरे को लगता है कि मैं सिर्फ एक विक्टिम बन सकती हूँ जिसको कोई प्रिंस चार्मिंग आके बचाएगा. All your why just movies, all your fairy tale movies are women being rescued all the time. Rapunzel, your Cinderella, your Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. So women are just, Snow White mein this man is kissing a sleeping woman. And that is again molestation. And this is something that you're teaching your 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old kids कि कोई आदमी आपको सोते वक्त किस कर सकता है आपकी permission के बिना. And that is romantic. So yeah.
I think we are running out of time, so we won't be able to take more questions. But I want to thank you all for tuning in our first session. And of course, thank you, ma'am, for coming and tuning in this session. And I hope you all gained something very meaningful that's worth thinking over. And above all, I really hope you all had a lot of fun. So see you in our next session. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining.
Thank you, Mansi. Wonderful talking to you. Thank you all for tuning in.
Okay. Thank you.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care and stay safe. Bye.
You too, ma'am. Bye-bye.